I'ma just make them blitz. Round 4 deep in the sprinter. How that's your girl? And she in my rental. We ain't had cables. We ain't even have no channels.
The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Mayfield on first down. Swings this out for Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage. Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Mayfield now. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Love. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And again, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield on play action. And he's going to go down here a safe. They push him back to the 34. Chris Bull in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
First down, going to the air with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Now Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Love. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to have a Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, Love looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
First down, Love to pass. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To throw now, here's Love. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a short return to the 6-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Eight yards to go on second down. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It's caught by Hooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A nice gain at 21 yards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Play fake. Here's Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second and goal, Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. decision to bring it out. Ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give
blitz coming, and down he goes. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, Love to throw, and the ball comes out. Love lost it, and fortunately he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They're going to try and throw. They'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Following the interception, Love steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Ryan Switzer on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chris Barnes gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On play action. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Chubb running right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oftentimes when you're losing it, game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. King. Hey, alert.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 51. Let's go.
They go play action. Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.